Leo, your card reading in this month of November, it's about the last breath that Pluto is taking in Capricorn, and then we are changing signs. And I wanted to do a reading about the place you are in right now in your hero's journey, and maybe we get a sign from spirit where you are heading, and maybe a sign and a signal or a hint what to do if there is something you want to leave behind, because that's what the last moment of Pluto and Capricorn does, right? It is the moment where we can just do the work to purge what needs to be purged right now. And this is the card 18, and I want to read it to you because that's our entrance. The message is: envision the people you most admire, now and throughout history, seated at a round table with you and your life as their sole focus. Allow your personal Knight of the Round Table to offer guidance on your current circumstance, goal, and aspirations. Lean on their strength, knowing it is a sign of courage, not weakness, to be buoyed by visible and invisible ones who love you. Feel the unique way they infuse you with a direct transmission of wisdom from your on high. Marinate in their individual and collective brilliance. Allow yourself to feel, sense, and see genius gently yet powerfully wrapped itself around you, lifting you higher than you could ever do on your own. And this is showing us where you are in this moment. You are already on the seat and on this table, on this round table. And so how did you, and this is what we want to do next, to see what's the past and what's the present. And that's a beautiful connection of cards, because you stepped into the change that came into your life. And the one thing that you have in front of you now is this arc you have to walk through. The change already happened. That's not a thing you have to do right now. You are already on this round table. So what do you need right now to get further along? What do you need to do in this present moment that can help you along your way? And for this we look at the moment right now. What is hindering you? What is your blockage? What is your theme from the past that you want to accomplish right now? And that's where we are in the past. That's the defender. So this card for me is about you being in a defensive mode, always in fight mode, right? That's where you were in the past, until this moment came where you stepped into this change. And that's beautiful, because now we are open to, and that's interesting, because we have the defender in the past, so there's someone who is always on the fight and always into fighting what is coming up, and as the support in the present, I drew the greed card, and that was irritating because I thought, what is this supporting you? And then I drew a clarifying card because I didn't know, and I drew the Incorruptible, and that's a beautiful clarifier, because now we know this defending mechanism was always about greed. It was maybe defending yourself from greedy people, but it can be defending yourself from your own greed that was in there. But in this moment, the one thing you can rely on is yourself. When it comes to greed, you can rely on your own values. And that's a beautiful thing, because now you are in this place, and that's all the defensiveness in the past brought you into this place, that you are incorruptible, that you overcame your own greed. That's a beautiful thing, not just fighting against other people in this place of greed. No, you helped yourself getting over this tendency that you want something that is beyond the things that are appropriate. And so being greedy is something that is not in your value system right now. It's not about getting more than you are here to get. It is maybe your intention to get things changed. And that's what comes with a stork, right? It is the change. And it's, for me, this is the invitation from Vesta to step into your own fire, to step into your own hearth. Vesta is the hearth of the heart, right? And it's the flame that keeps us moving forward. It's our passion. It's our way to how we accomplish things. And maybe in the past you thought your motivation would be money, but it isn't. And it felt like when the motivation of other people is about money, you feel it like greed, because it feels not authentic to you. And that's where you stepped beyond your own judgment. Because when people were into money, they could corrupt you with money. And you learned along your way that this is not what you are about. This is not your motivation. Your motivation is somewhere else. And we can see where that is. And we will draw a couple of tarot cards now to see where is your motivation. What is it that keeps you moving? And you needed this time of defensiveness and opposition. You needed this because you learned in this phase of your life, you learned to, there we have the first one, that is, and that's what I wanted to say. You needed this opposition in the whole system and the defensiveness to practice how it works to defend yourself, how it works to fight with the things that other people want to achieve. What is it that leads into the success, and even into the money-wise success? Because that's what we have in the Five of Wands. We have this fight between different people, right? This is not, in this card, it's not depicted like this. There are free-flowing wands in there. But in regular tarot decks, it's about practicing. It's about fighting and competition. Not in a a deadly way, so that they fight with wands, not with swords, but it's about competition and how to get to a place where you get into a place of fulfillment. And that's on an emotional level, right? This is the Six of Cups. It's being fulfilled in an emotional level. And the question was, what is your value system? Why are you doing what you are doing? And that's a lovely confirmation, because Pluto is finishing up the sixth house in your chart. If we use whole sign houses, it's finishing up the sixth house, and the sixth house can be about enemies. It can be about your daily life and your health, but it also can be about enemies. And that's what we see here. You were in a place where you had to defend yourself, where you maybe came from a home where you had to defend yourself, and now you studied all the motivations of other people, and to how to get to a place where you are fulfilled, and where you are in this place of abundance. And that's a beautiful flower having the blossoms or the fruits coming up. That's what you can expect in the next month when you got through this place, because that's not you are unshaken, and that's the beauty in this reading. You are unshaken. You learned the lesson that came with this greed, that came with having a motivation in money, and you landed on the place of your own passion, and that you needed this confrontation and this whole thing as a practice, to get in the place of fulfillment and richness. And I can see that, the cat is coming for Leo, and the cat is just visiting us with the confirmation. It's about Leo, right? So it is about a cat, a big cat. And so we have the confirmation that you are in this place where you can let your own passion, and that's the Knight of the Round Table, let their love lift you higher. And it's about connecting to the right people. And even the opposition, the confrontation, we can see the opposition from a couple of different sides. We can see the opposition as something we are not connected to and we don't understand, or we can understand the opposition from a place where we say, that's a different place to be in, that's a different human being, and I maybe don't understand a lot of it, but through these differences, they allow me to be the best expression that I can be. And that's beautiful too in an opposition. We often feel this like being something confrontational, but it can be supportive too. Confrontation and opposites can be supportive too. And so why not take it to the place where you can be the best version of yourself in acknowledging the oppositions, acknowledging the greed in other people, acknowledging that you are in a place of defensiveness when it comes to those themes, and allowing yourself to step into your own passion, into your own motivation, your intrinsic motivation to get somewhere. So that's, and to walk through this path, and that's the 44, right? It's a double 4. It's, for me, it's the 8. It's about empowering yourself, and it's the double nature of stability. And we have 17, that's an 8 too. It's about empowerment. It's about change to empower yourself. And it's about this walk your path. Walk through this arc, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. And whatever comes to your mind right now, what's your problem in this moment, the only thing you have to do is stay in your own passion. Stay in your passion. And that's what the moment of Pluto stepping out of Capricorn, the last moments of Pluto in Capricorn is inviting you to declutter, to stop collecting, to stay in this clarity, organize your life, get the things out of your house that that are not about you growing with them. I think that this tidy your house and clarity and organization is hinting to the place where you have your Taurus in the 10th house. So Taurus can be somewhat like about collecting things and not letting go of things. And you are a fixed sign too, right? So it's this let it go and let yourself be changed by this change of Pluto. Let yourself be changed. And then step into your own power to overcome your challenges and step into the next phase of your life. And it's beautiful because it's this connection of the past, the present, and the future. And this sky bridge is walking towards the light. And it's a sun. It's a star, like your star, your ruling planet, and your ruling planet is a star, right? It's the sun. And so you are moving into your own light, and that's we find this in this card, and we find it in this card. You are moving driven by your own passion, your leonine creativity, your leonine way of being childlike. That's beautiful because you head into your future with this leonine and childlike nature. And we can, I didn't plan this, but I want to do this now to draw inner child card, and we'll see what this is about in your life. I want to draw this. This is the Guide of Swords, and I'll look into the book to see if I can read it to you, because that's like a hint from the universe where to put your energy next. And the Guide of the Swords is Robin Hood. And Robin Hood and his merry men lived in 12th century's England. They were outlaw heroes to the native Saxons in Sherwood Forest, stealing from the rich Norman lord and giving the proceed to the poor peasants who worked the land. The true Robin Hood was actually a brilliant archer and swordsman who became a legend in his own time. His exploits with Little John, with Scarlet, Friar Tuck, Alan Adale, and even King Richard the Lion-Hearted have become tales of adventures that continue to stir the minds and hearts of young people who all corner the world. The experiences of these merry men link us to the magical days of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, and to the experiences of Jesus and his 12 disciples. During a time of governmental corruption and political intrigue, Robin Hood and his band became symbols of justice, humanitarian service, and goodwill. The Guide of Swords represents a true merging of understanding, cleverness, and love for one's people or community, that which was solely potential in the Pinocchio card and partial realization in the Scarecrow card has become a way of life in the Robin Hood card. Robin Hood's love for Maid Marian presents another dimension with the realm of the swords, spiritual union and physical marriage blessed by a dedication to upholding the laws of nature. And that's when Robin Hood is present in your reading, be determined to follow in his footsteps. Seize the initiative on your life path. Help the needy. Be generous to the poor. Teach others about the values of justice, fairness, and equality, and honor. Explore the forest and learn to live in harmony with nature. Remember the ancient adage, the truth will set you free. And that's a beautiful confirmation, what we said in the beginning, that's the time of the round table. That is the connection to the values that are in your heart of hearts. And that's the time now to do so, to purge your past and to purge the things that are not longer needed in your life, and stay present in your passion and in the things that drive you towards your goals, and allow life to open up this arch for you to move through and stay in this incorruptible place where you don't allow other people to corrupt you with money and with their greed. And that's a beautiful reading for you. And I think that's it. And that's what this last breath of Pluto is about in your present moment. And I am thankful that you listen to me and that you are here to support this channel. And I am happy if you like this reading, if you enjoyed it, and if you support the channel by sharing the videos that are important for you. And I am really grateful for you being here and for supporting this channel. So, Leo, I see you in the next reading.